Old School Balls. I'm Shane Amondo, and this is
Ollie Wollie.
And today, we're gonna start off with a little bit of bad news, and then we're gonna go into some good stuff and see some good stuff as well. So, first things first, we had the leopard fire butter het clown to lace het clown breeding. She laid me some eggs. I think it was like 10. There was like 8 and 2 dodgy ones, but the veins didn't look very strong if you look back on the last video that we had. So we put them in the incubator, gave it a go, and we ended up cutting them on like day 60. They seemed alright, but then they started coming out of the egg, and they had shark jaw or an overbite or whatever you want to call it. So instead of their jaws being like this, it was sort of like this. Some had it worse than others, like this. Yeah, really nice looking animals. And then further to that, as the others started to emerge and I was starting to look at them, there was 3 in there that were kinked up, and they were like that kinked. They were worse than an old lady's toes, all kinked up on the beach. Yeah, so they were all kinked, which was a massive blow because it was a really nice clutch, and you don't want stuff like that to happen. So yeah, so that's the bad news, and the reason my thinking of it, because the other clutches that were in that incubator before come out fine, and then we had that heat wave, which spiked the heat up, and I thought I had everything under control. I must say I was more over keeping the rats cool, thinking the room was running perfectly fine because the temperature on my little temperature clock didn't actually go up that much. So what I think happened was, if you look over there where the incubator is, there's a set of conservatory doors here. Where it was so hot, I had them open, and I also had the window open there, and I also had the door open there, the brown one, with the fans going. Where is it there? And there's one on top of the incubator to circulate the air. So my thinking is, the air in the conservatory was quite warm anyway, and the air outside was quite warm. So the air that was getting pushed in and round and out that door heated my incubator up in that corner too much and maybe caused the issue. But there is another clutch that was in there at the same time. I think it was a couple of weeks later it went in there. So we will see what happens to that. But yeah, that's all I've got to say really. I ended up culling them all because, let's be fair, I don't want deformed animals in my collection, and I can't work with deformed animals. And technically, legally, whatever you want to call it, I'm not allowed to advertise pets being a hobbyist breeder because I'm not a licensed shop breeder or whatever. So I can't sell them off just as pets. So we had to cut our losses, as bad as it sounds, and we culled the clutch, which was really disappointing because there was a really nice, and it looked like a lace leopard fire clown, and then there was another really nice lesser leopard, could have been lace, I'm not sure, clown. There was a really nice leopard fire clown, leopard fire het clown, or poss het clown should I say, and then there was a lace poss het clown as well in there, which was really nice. The others I couldn't really work out because they were too like kinked up, and that they were that kinked I thought I had twins in the egg at one stage. Anyway, gets you down for a little while, but what don't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah, and if you get knocked down, what happens? You have to get back up. And we got back up because just after that, we had 2 clutches laid, which I could have pulled on camera, but I didn't because I was too busy and I just couldn't be asked, if I'm honest. But I will show you now who has laid the clutch. So this one, she laid. This is the breeding I actually stopped doing halfway through it because I changed my mind about bananas. But yeah, this is a leopard fire yellow belly. What are you doing interviewing it? Leopard fire, yellow belly, OD, het clown, het pied female, and she was bred with the banana. Well, I say with the banana bongo clown. He's the only one I saw locked to it, but I did stick the yellow belly pied het exantic in there a couple of times, but I didn't see a lot. But we will find out if we hit any ivories or any pieds, who got who. But yeah, we got 4 eggs from her, so they're cooking nicely. That was her first clutch. And then, stop interviewing the snakes, Ollie. And then this girl, they're in the smaller tubs because I've cleaned out the. What's the dog doing? The dog's knocking on the door. So yeah, because we're cleaning out the other tubs at the minute, so these are in smaller tubs. And this one has fed already, so they laid a day apart. But this is the chocolate clown, and she was bred to the chocolate spot nose het clown. So hopefully, get a super chocolate clown and a dark night clown from her. But I've got 4 eggs again from her. So that's that. And then after that, our babies started shedding out, didn't they, Ollie? So here we have our babies from the last clutch. So let me just pause this a second and go round. Wow. Right, so here we have some of them. I've got 2 left to shed. I'll get them after this. Mind down a minute, Ollie. So this is the legs. God, now got me crazy. Right, so this is the super pastel, butter, het DG, het hypo, and the desert ghost het clown breeding that we did. But there could potentially be a leopard in it now. Someone pointed out that some look like leopard. I went back to the guy I got the super butter pastel from, and he said there was leopard in the breeding, and he thinks he can see leopard in some of these babies as well. So I may have got an extra gene, which is a bonus, but just makes it trickier for me now. But it is what it is. So we're going to have to shed test all these for hypo and clown, because anything that's not DG is going to be 100% het DG anyway. But trying to find the DGs, I think I found them, but I'm not 100% sure. So here's the first one, which I think this is just a pastel butter. Pastel? Because it's a super pastel, every butter will be a pastel anyway. Say something snaky? Okay. So whether that's, I think this is just a het DG. But it is nice and clean. Then the second one, again, I think this is another het. You'll see why I think these are hets. I'll leave mine out. Making them talk. So yeah, this is another pastel butter. I like butter. Butter is a really nice gene, I think. So yeah, look at the side. All the alien heads look nice and clean. And they're nice colours as well, so they're just going to hopefully get a little bit brighter as they shed. So we'll move on to the next one. This again I think is a pastel butter, but it is a bit more blushed along the back strap. And I'm not sure if the heads are sort of the same. So yeah, this is a little bit more blushed. So I don't think it'll have leopard in it. So this one, I was thinking it could be DG. I'm 50-50 on this at the minute. But then when they pointed out leopard, now could this be a leopard butter pastel? Het DG. With all that blushing and how faded it is. So I'm leaning towards this being leopard, but it could just be this one. It could be 100% het hypo. But the pattern on the back, look. That's why I'm thinking this. Now I'm leaning more towards leopard. Looking at the bellies, they're nice clean bellies, and it's got the little tail. But so this I thought was a pastel, but someone reckons this could be a leopard pastel, which it is quite dark. But I just thought it was just a het DG, pastel het DG, and it's got like big eyes in the alien heads. And then the belly, it's got a bit of checkering down the sides. Can't get that in focus. But yeah, so this could be a leopard pastel. Het DG. But either way, it's a real nice clutch. I really like it. I'm glad I did it. So moving forward, I could make possibly a leopard, butter, desert ghost, pastel, chocolate, hypo clown. But that's the ones that have shed. I've got 2 more that haven't shed, so I'm going to put these away. And then, these are in the new FB5 tubs I got from in my new rack. But yeah, I'm going to put these away, and then we'll look at the ones that haven't shed. Yeah. Right. So yeah, now they're away. So we've got these now as well. These are the ones that I think are DG, but the lot it's not picking up on the light here. So this could, I potentially thought this was just a pastel DG, but this could now potentially be leopard, which I'm leaning towards now because it's the darks are so dark. Bit of checkering on the belly. The DG's cleaning that up a bit. It's nice and blushed. Got the crazy sort of pattern, but the heads. This is what I'm going off. I think the heads being so white is telling me it's DG. I think this is pastel leopard DG, but we'll see what happens when it sheds. Look at the blacks on it. Nice busy pattern. So hopefully this one tests positive for hypo and clown. And then this one that I really wanted to keep. Now looking at the other one, it's got the same sort of. This hasn't shed yet either. Hang on, let me just get it in my hand. So this is still in shed. So it's not looking 100%. But see this here, like the other one. I'm thinking this could be. What? This could be leopard butter pastel, and with the head DG. So this is probably going to be one that I'm going to keep for definite. I'm not sure what sex it is yet, but look at that head. It's almost like a Lucy head. Like if you just look at the very top bit in the middle. But yeah, I'm thinking with the pattern and the backstrap being like that, the way it is. I don't know if if you see it as well as me on the camera. I'm thinking this could be leopard. But say we've got to figure out if leopard's actually in it first. If not, it's just a really nice butter pastel.
I wonder if the snake wants to say something.
Hopefully DG. But I think it's DG with a head. I can't fault this clutch, it's so nice. Butter is such a nice gene. Especially with chocolate. Butter, chocolate, hypo are absolutely amazing. So there they are. That's them. So let me just put this little tub away before they will escape. So bye snakes. So yeah, that was our last clutch to hatch out. This is from the first clutch. Look at this. One of the Cinnamon Ultramels. He's the last one I've got available, so hit me up if you want to get into this. But look at that. I'm going to show you this guy before I show you our new pickup. So look at the colour of this Ultramel and how orange he is, how dark he is. I say he is available if you want him. Right, so you look at that, and that's the cinnamon playing with the colour and the pattern there. Absolutely awesome. Can't fault these. Let me go and get my new pickup, show you something else. So this is our new pickup. Look at the colour difference. Look how yellow this is. So what the cinnamon does to the Ultramel. This is pastel, Ultramel, Het Cryptic, Het Hypo. Look at that. It's probably one of the nicest Ultramels I've seen in a long time. Apart from my cinnamons. The cinnamon just gives it the perfect colour. This gives it the perfect brightness. If you wanted to keep it this colour. Just gives it the perfect sort of contrast. But yeah, Het Cryptic, Het Hypo. So that's that one. Ollie, do you want to put that back for me? Go on then, go put that one back. And talking of Ultramel, we've had this happen. So we've had the prelay shed if you've looked on Instagram and all that sort of stuff for this girl. If you can see her, where is she? There she is. that is the pastel triple het Ultramel hypo puzzle, and she's bred to the super pastel triple het hypo puzzle Ultramel. So that would be really good if I could get just, you know, puzzle Ultramel puzzle would be lovely, but it would be pastel as well. So the pastel would give it the brightness as that last one I just showed you. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And then the really nice puzzle jummed up puzzle-y pattern, and I think it looked great. And then moving forward, we can use that for other things. One more thing we're waiting for now as well. I don't know what Ollie's doing. Is the Ultramel Fire Mojave. If you can see her, if I can get her in the camera. It's due to lay on the 22nd of this month, and she was bred to the, what did I breed it to? Chocolate Spot Nose Het Clown. So with a bit of shed testing, hopefully, fingers crossed, I can I get my ingredients for Ultramel Dark Night. The way we're going to do that is I'm going to keep hold of a female Spot Nose Het Ultramel Het Clown if we hit one, and then I'm going to take the chocolate, a male chocolate Ultramel Het Clown if I've hit one through shed testing, breed that to make a chocolate clown Ultramel, maybe with Stranger in it as well. Then it's a long game. I need to sit down and work it out. But so then basically what I want to do is make a super chocolate Ultramel to breed to that Spot Nose. Breed to that Spot Nose Het Ultramel, and then hopefully we'll pull it off and hit it off. But like I say, our first shots are just normal Dark Nights and hopefully a super chocolate clown. But yeah, other than that, at this moment in time, I don't really think I've got more I can update you on. Just looking around now quickly, I think I'm good. So, from me, Shane Amondo, and
Ollie Wollie.
we will see you when, Ollie?
In the next one.
In the next one.